Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. We have bid adieu to 2022 and we are welcoming 2023. If we look back, we will find that in this manner we have seen many years going behind and new years in front of us. But to make the new year most meaningful, most important and fruitful, we have to tell ourselves that time is the most precious thing. Time is most invaluable. It is beyond estimation. We are given a certain lifespan, some years by God or destiny. Say 60, 70 or 80, 90, and for lucky people even 100 years and a couple of years more to that. But that is it. However hard we try, we cannot assign or add a single or even a nanosecond to the time that is allotted to us. Whatever lifespan Ishvara has decided for us, that is it. No matter what we do, we cannot add anything to it. And what goes by, what we have already spent is spent. Nothing we do can retrieve that for us. We cannot get it back, however hard we try. These are certain hard facts about time. Since the new year is beginning, let us give a thought. We all know this. So let us remind ourselves how important, how precious time is. It is the most coveted word in our life. Every moment it is ticking away. Every moment the time is ebbing away. It doesn't wait for anyone. Every moment, every second, every moment and every second, it is ceaselessly running and ebbing away. We celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, and we should do that. Nothing wrong with it. But we have to remind ourselves that with each birthday, with each anniversary, we are inching closer to the end. We are going closer and closer to the end. Right from the time of our birth, from the moment of birth, we are proceeding, marching towards the end. This shows the inexorable fact about the time. It's constantly moving, and if we don't move along with it, then we lose it. Today, we shall have a few words regarding this. And the irony of all this is that we do not even know how much time we have. Shankaracharya ji says in Bhaja Govindam, Nalini dalagata jalamati taralam tattva jivitam atishaya chapalam. He says, just as the droplet of water on the lotus leaf which is there in the pond, the life of that droplet is very fickle. Its destiny is very fickle. Any moment it will slip away. Tatvat jivitam atishaya chapalam. Similarly, our life is that fickle, that momentary. We do not even know when will be our last moment. We just do not know this. We take it for granted that we have lots of time, and accordingly we live our life. But can we be sure of this? We take it for granted is one thing, but is it always like that? Do we always have adequate time? There are many cases. Every day we hear about that. People just go away. People meet with massive cardiac arrest and so many other things. They may not even have imagined that they won't be around anymore. They may have all their plans, future plans in their hearts, not knowing that future has something else in store for them. This need not be with others. It can very well happen with us. And that is why we have to take note of this. It is a very, very serious thing. I am not being pessimistic, but in fact factual. Living intelligently demands that we become pragmatic. We take note and cognizance of the facts of life. And the most striking fact of life is that time is ebbing away constantly. With every sunrise and sunset, we are getting older. We are running out of time. Time categorically says When it comes and goes, when the present comes, it becomes past. Future becomes present and then it becomes past. Present becomes past and future becomes present, and very soon it also becomes history. This is the fact about time. Time is saying that I am always on the run. So, every moment it announces that I am doing my work. Have you finished what you have to do? So, it sort of announces that may you finish what you have to do. So, doing what is to be done, doing what is to be done, every moment doing what is to be done is striking the right chord with time. Time says, then when you will run out of me, then have you finished? Have you completed your bucket list? If you haven't, please do. Thereafter, don't blame me, because I never stop. What is the bucket list? Bucket list is completing the things to be done before we finally bid adieu to this world. And what is our bucket list? Every human being, let us look into that. What is the precise purpose for which human being has come here on this world, in this universe? Each and every human being is on a quest. For birds together, from time immemorial, each and every being is looking for that lasting happiness, lasting peace, contentment, fulfillment, adequacy. But it has been evading him. And that is why every time one takes birth, the quest is on. The quest for happiness, quest for completeness, adequacy. This is precisely what each and every being is looking for, overtly or covertly. People look for this in varied pursuits. Everybody seems to pursue different things. But behind each and every of this pursuit, the quest is for adequacy. The quest is for gaining that which will make his cup full. Everybody wants that gaining which nothing remains to be gained, reaching where no more travel is required. This is what everybody is seeking. But unfortunately, doesn't seem to find it. Ishvara has given us this opportunity. in terms of this lifespan, hoping that the jiva, the being, will find it. And there are means for it. The question may arise, how do we know where this adequacy is? Where is this lasting happiness? Where is this peace? Where is this contentment? Vedanta says that it is right within you. Not even within you. It is right you. It is yourself. Vedanta categorically, in unambiguous words, says that thou art. You are that. You are what you are seeking. What you are seeking is not away from you. Your very Swarupa is what you are seeking. You are that. There is absolutely no distance between you and what you are seeking. But due to ignorance, we do not know this. Because of avidya, there is a phenomenon called avidya, that is ignorance in life. But every so often, life points our attention to this. Every so often, opportunities arise in our life. Our experiences also seems to say that all the experiences seem to tell us that what you are seeking in and through this experience is not there out, but it is your very Swarupa. You are looking in the wrong place. There are scriptures, there are wise men in the society around us. If we pay attention to this, we will be able to avail that, open our eyes and look into the right place. And for that, whatever preparations are needed, that also we should do. All this is to be done right here in this life. We cannot postpone all this. Life is not meant merely for just merriment, eating, drinking, and that's all, partying, and that's all. No. It is meant for a serious purpose. Serious means knowing yourself. That is what we have come here for. And we have to accomplish this in this life itself. Vedanta says, Bhagavad Gita says that for that you need to become a good human being. Human being who is loving, caring, giving, forgiving, accommodating, sharing. Person who has these qualities is preparing the ground for the knowledge to manifest. All this is very well explained in the Shastra. But The question is that we should have motivation for that. Time again seems to say that before the time is over, you please find this out. Kenopanishad says, Iha ched avedit atha satyam asti. In Upanishad says that if you know it now, here and now, Iha ched avedit, if you know it now, what? Knowing the fundamental truth, knowing the fundamental reality of life, knowing where the real happiness is, knowing my true nature, knowing the fundamental reality of the creation, of Ishvara, of myself, all this happens to be one. If you know it now, you have made it. Atha satyam asti. Your life is successful. No ched iha avedit. But if you miss the bus, if you do not know it now, here and now in this life, then you are incurring a big loss. Opportunity is gone. Time is not utilized the way it should be. A question may arise that we have to live our life, do our duties, go to workplace. How do we find time for this spiritual quest? How do we find? There is no time for all this. We cannot give this kind of excuses, because at the end of the day, what is important is the goal of life, the purpose for which we are here. And so, we have to find time for this. See, understand one thing. If you respect time, if you value time, then time will also respect you, value you. It can be managed. Besides our work, besides our duties, if we prioritize our time, organize our time, set aside certain time, and for that some time management is required, no doubt about it. But we have to do it. We have to make a chart, leave aside a time for our duties, etc., and keep aside some time for the higher goal also, because that is very important. And for that we have to, as I said, organize time. We have to do some time management, and we can do it provided we are serious about it. We see its urgency. Coming to think of it, when we give excuses that we don't have time, how to manage all this with all the duties and office and house and career and all that? If we see the way we give time to the social medias, just analyze, just count how much time we spend after social medias and WhatsApp and platforms like this, chatting and Facebook and Twitter and this and that and partying and all this. Not that we should not, but we are doing, and that is definitely taking our time. All these platforms are important. They give us some very important information, and for that we utilize. But today we seem to spend, youngsters and many others, most of us, it's so tempting. So much of our time is taken away by all this. If we cut that and allot time to our goal, we will definitely find time for it. Somebody has said very well that when we are postponing, if we postpone it for a later time, later age, tomorrow, then somebody has said, while we are postponing, life is speeding by. We say that time flies. Yes, it flies. But as somebody has said, you are the pilot. Time definitely flies, but you are the pilot. So become the pilot of time. You navigate, you allot time, you manage time. And if we are serious, then definitely we'll be able to do that. So, Vyavasayatmika buddhihi eka iha kurunandana. Bahushakha yanantascha buddhayo avyavasayinam. Lord Krishna says very well in Bhagavad Gita. He says, when you have made a decision, when you have decided the goal of life, then you will find time for it. Then all your pursuit, your path will become single pointed. That doesn't mean that we stop fulfilling and performing our duties, stop going to our workplace and giving attention to career. No. With all that, along with that, our spiritual pursuit, our goal for finding that happiness, which in fact we are seeking in other mundane things also. In fact, as I said earlier, that is precisely what each and every human being is looking for. And so, give some time to understand this and have time to accomplish this goal in this life itself. This is what we make a resolve when this new year has begun. Otherwise, just as the earlier years have passed by without taking us anywhere really, similarly, it should not happen with this year. Let us take this resolve at the behest of this new year. We have to discover the truth, the nature of the self, which is in fact beyond time. The nature of Atma, the reality, the lasting happiness which I am seeking transcends time. It transcends time. And we have to find this which transcends time within time, within time, within the lifespan and the time slot that is allotted to us. So, we do not procrastinate and make a resolve to do it here and now, in this life, in this year. Let us begin this inner journey towards our own self, the self which is the self of all, the self which is the reality of the entire creation, which is the reality, knowing which one will become fulfilled forever. How can we avoid this? And why should we do that? So, we make a firm resolve this year and now itself that we will own up this truth about ourselves in this life. And my journey will be from this year itself. We recognize the value of time and respect it. Time will cooperate with us and we will definitely achieve our goal. Thank you.